All right, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel. Do you guys know how you tell when you're having a bad day? I literally just did 10 minutes of live stream and I wasn't live. That is wild. I was talking to you guys. I was showing my pocket check, asking you guys for pocket checks. Nobody was responding. I kept saying, does anybody hear me? And nobody was, but literally I clicked the start stream button 10 or 12 minutes ago. Okay. Probably more than that. It was like, no, I started the stream at 7:35 and I've been talking to you guys for literally, I've been on for 10 minutes. Wow. Okay. Well, we're going to start all over. And now we don't have enough time to do everything before Ben comes on because I totally screwed up. So no, I was Kelly. Who's that? Kathleen. I've been talking for 10 minutes. So yeah, good. All right. So knives are, you can ask my son Tyler when he comes back through. I've been talking for 10 minutes. I've been making fun of the poll going all wonky. Everybody messing with me because here's the thing. That poll was 90-10 with 10 votes. And now all of a sudden we're 50-50. So everybody's messing with me now, but it's okay. Hey, David, rule number 9. Hello, Kelly White, channel member. Good to see you. Hello, James Alton, also a channel member. Hello, Uncle Cow, Kirby Smith, Ron Crow, channel member. Neil McKenzie, hello, sir. Man, I got to do this all over again. Hello, Anthony Kitchen and Sonny Robinson. Sonny's a channel member. Pins and Pin Blades. Hello, sir. Good to see you, Kevin Smith and Knives. Shut it. I hit the start the stream button and it didn't do anything. Hello, Ian Coates. No, well, Trevor is not here. Tyler is here. I've got 2 of those. I got a Tyler and a Trevor and a Bradley and then an Ashland. Hello, Kevin C has a Bel Air. Whoa, now the chat is exploding. Let's see. Rough Rider, Slippy, Bel Air, and Microjet in the pocket for Kevin C. Nice. You guys can start your pocket checks because trying to get this wrapped up before Ben comes on. And I literally was showing you guys new knives that came in. I showed you my pocket check. There's 100 knives sitting here because I've been talking about them to myself for 10 or 12 minutes. Nice. I will. That's what I'm trying to do. I was talking about all that stuff. What's up, Chris? Tyler. Oh, that's not Tyler. Hello. I was talking live for 10 minutes, but I wasn't actually live. Oh, really? I forgot to hit the button. I thought I hit it, but I must have missed it or right-clicked on it. I probably right-clicked on it. Nobody could hear me for 10 or 12 minutes of doing a live stream. Say hi to Scarlett, everybody. Good to see everybody. What are you doing? I didn't even see it. She threw peanuts all over the place. Now you got to clean that up. No, Tim B. Hello, sir. Good to see you. I see. This is the other problem. I said hi to all of you people earlier. So I'm like, who have I said hi to and who have I not said hi to? Hello, Jim Miller, channel member and moderator. Hello, Tim B. Hello, John Paul Trujillo. Hello, Until the Trap Takes Us. All right, let's see. Rule number 9. You want the ball now? Is that what you're trying to do? Where'd it go? Okay. Tempest Blue Sky Fractus, Tempest Blue Lightning Microburst. Nice. Kubi Dust Devil, Olight Arkfeld Ultra, Leatherman Wave Plus, Sapphire Victorinox Huntsman, EDC Titanium Pin, and Force Hank's rule number 9. Hank, all 4. David Iverson. Prado is here with our first Dalika salute of the night. Member for 9 months saying down, draft, down, draft, down, draft. And I don't have an update yet. Sorry, I sure don't. But there was your Dalika salute. Hello, David Helka. Pinion and Bridgeport Bodie LL today. Very nice. Pins and Pin Blades. Hello, channel member carrying the Boker TS 2.0 Congress, Victorinox Cadet, Kubi Dust Devil, and a Blue Rat Model 2 for Blue Monday. Nice. What's up, John? Addicted to Blades 2. All right. Hey, SBK, what's up? See, again, I can't remember who I've really said hi to and not. Hey, Ron Dobbins. Packing my new Microtech LUDT in purple, John Paul says. Nice. All you need to know is I carried a blue Dust Devil. Nice, Aries. Very cool. Very cool. It's Monday, so I went with the Fractus. All right. But okay. Well, reach out to me. I should have some extras. Send me an email, Christopher. Tempest Knives us@gmail.com. Send me an email. And I will get one out to you as soon as I can. Everybody's saying hi to you, Scarlett. But I'm way behind in the chat, so that's good. No, I wasn't actually live, Kathleen. I hit the go live button, but nothing actually happened. So I hit the button. I must have right-clicked on it. Spider Coast Siren LC200N 83 SMKW toothpick for Mr. Michael Morgan. My Knifeless Wingman in my Lynch AAP. Nice for Uncle Cow. ZT0308 TCal Night Guard and a Mike Snooty bailout. I'm not sure what that is. I'm sorry if I messed that up. Let's see. Microtech Scarab 2 Gen 3 Para 3 Benchmade proper in the pocket today for Until the Trap Takes Us. Yeah, the Killer Bunny can eat the peanuts. That's right, Byron. They want the Killer Bunny to come eat the peanuts. Hello. Let's see. Did I say hi to Jim and Tim? I hope so. Neil McKenzie, I said hi to you like twice earlier. 09 Fratel, Pink CGRB Mini Pyrite for Mrs. Yonan, Tiny Sog, Falamalov, Mini Light Bird, Cara 2, and a Kershaw Federalist for James Alton, also a channel member. Concept Prickle, never heard of that one. Prototype and a Tinker for Grom. Nice, sir. Hello, Dwayne Letterman. You're a jerk, Tim. I love you, though. KF Blue Jetstream, TVK exclusive Hedgehog, Spyderco Military 2 and Cobalt Blue for David Tooley. See, now we got to go 10 minutes later at the end, and I was trying to end on time because I'm tired. Ron says, I am carrying an Urban EDC Micro Shrike in the titanium scales and a Vero Mini Nova in titanium scales and a Demco Shark Cub, titanium scales and a titanium pry bar key set. Nice, sir. Jim with the Supercell Mini Growler CRKT Stiff Kiss, all in blue. Thank you, Aries. I appreciate that, sir. Very nice knife. Blue Dust Devil. Nice. Blue Dust Devil did some cleaning. What do you mean? Blue Dust Devil. You have a Blue Dust Devil? Are you asking? I'm very confused. But hello, Ian. Definitely a great video. Nice, Tim B. What? You going up? All right, have a good one. Kershaw Blue Blur, Best Tech Beluga Phoenix LD30 for Joe Kasparek. Yeah, the hats sold out. They sure did. Thank you all for that. That was pretty awesome. Getting my Tempest Microjet this Wednesday. Nice, John Paul. Jack Wolf Midnight, Benny's clip today. Flipping my Microjet now, says Kevin. Nice, sir. Carrying my Jack Wolf Big Bro Hodeca Concept Wedge for SBK. Nice, sir. Blue Case Mini Trapper and a Case Red Sodbuster Jr. for Sonny. Thanks, Sonny, for being a member and for being here. Keith was in the shop today working. Had to cut some cardboard. Couldn't find a knife. Oh, no. That's terrible, dude. No, I'm not a tattoo person, Knives and Pizza. The day I get a tattoo is the day I'm dead and somebody does it like after I die. It's just not for me. Here's the thing. If I ever came across something I wanted to wear on my body bad enough, then I would do it. But I haven't. And my new Kentucky Holler Jack in Stag. Nice, sir. Very cool. Carrie is the Fractus and the RCB Riverbend Skinner, Bow Trapper. Nice. Very cool, Byron. Am I catching up at all? I don't think I am. Hello, Father. Yeah, you didn't miss anything but me doing a 10-minute stream, not on the stream. Dagger, Toothpick, Rough Rider, Work Knife, and Blue Jean Micarta for our guy, Kurt Eisen. John Paul got the LUDT in purple. Bastinelli Pica, Leatherman Surge, Chavez Chubb, Lynch, Northwest Pry Bar. Nice. Hey, Fred, what's up, dude? What you got in the pocket today? Oh, gotcha. Well, my knife. Oh, you know it's a knife. I got it. Okay. All right. I'm like, wait a minute. Ian, I'm not very fast, dude. It takes me a minute. Oh, gosh. My wife and I were having a talk this morning about my my ADHD and my inability to concentrate. Hello, Ron Dobbins, $2 super chat. Hit that thumbs up. Yes, sir. Oh, Anthony, if you can get a sumo, do it. It's a great price on those. Fantastic. All right. What was that about a P51? I saw that in the chat somewhere and then it went away. You can get a tattoo of a P51. There you go. All right. I think I got everybody's pocket check. Hey, Kirby, if I missed you, please let me know. Hey, Michael Morgan. All right. Let's see. So in my pocket today, it's a big mess here now because I had this out, made a mess. Hello, this is the beautiful Concept Havorn in the blue Arctic Storm, Fat Carbon, and the Damascus blade. Love the profile. Love the look of this knife. Fantastic. That's the first one in the pocket today. If I missed you guys, please put it again. I'm very sorry. Second knife in the pocket today, wow, is the Jack Wolf Knives Primo Jack. And there you go. These are dropping on Friday. Now, next is the Little Bro Jack in that same Kieranite. And if you look, there is, so I talked about this earlier, some variance between the two Crystal Lake. Yeah, and again, it depends on what part of the sheet you're in and everything else, but really, really cool. There's your size comparison. Very cool. These were both in the pocket today. Hello, Titanium Justin. Kelly has a Jack Wolf After Hours Jack in purple abalone. PS SWD Red Freya. Oh, okay. Pickled Steel. Jack Wolf Midnight Jack Fixed Blue Abalone and Jack Wolf run just for Ben. Nice. Very cool. Fred said, carrying a Fractus and the Decimal, both in blue. Nice. Nice, nice. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, I'm going to leave these two out. All right, so let's do this real quick. Ben's going to be on in just a minute, so I got to show some things real quick. I was showing when no one was here. So first of all, these are knives that have come in since my What Came In This Week video on Saturday, okay? So, and I forget, I can't flick this one, daggone it. This is the Reich to Sew, I believe is how you should say that, but I'm not sure. We'll get into it in the review, but this is not an integral, despite the fact that it looks like an integral. You have a takedown button here, and this slides off the back. And so basically, it's an inset liner lock with a frame, and that is a basically a cap over the top there, which is really, really cool indeed. So that one we will talk about. I reviewed the Concept Calibri. I have not reviewed the Tenable Calibri. Shoot, I got to look on my phone to tell you guys the name of this next knife because I do not remember the name of it. Let's see, go to the right pass around group. And go down here to the Reich. Oh, shoot. It's not under Reich, is it? It's under the other name of the other company. Come on. Gen X Primarch, I believe is how you say this. This thing is crazy. This blade is wild. You got this crazy pivot collar. Crazy looking inlay with the titanium showing through and milling. Beautiful frame lock, gorgeous looking milling, crazy looking blade. You have a wicked rhino horn out here. This thing is pretty crazy. Ron, which one are we talking about? Let me know which knife you're asking about. But this guy is wicked. This is the Gen X Primarch. Harpoon recurve Tanto, exactly. Hello, Chuck. Hello, Chuck's grandson. Hello. All right, 2 more to show, and then I see Benny B in the chat in the well, he's still adjusting his camera anyway. Next is the really cool. This is the shoot. Daggone, I keep forgetting the name of the companies. That's what happens when you have new companies on. Sharp, it's Sharp something knives. Mike Sharp is the guy's name, and of course, I forget the name of his knives. Something Sharp knives, and this is the Pigeon. These are available on Kickstarter right now. He just sent this to me. I got it today. Yeah, obviously I don't even know what it's called, but it's the Something Sharp Knives Pigeon, and it is really cool. Yeah, there you go, Fred. That's my problem with Kunwu, period. End of story. Last one, Ben. Here we go. This is the exclusive Devo Chaser, and this will be only at traditionalpocketknives.com. Yes, I got the red one because I love the fact that Austin is doing this in honor of his beloved Marines. And how stinking cool is that? These are dropping in like a bunch of different flavors next week. There's a Blade Binge version, a TPK version right here, a White Mountain version. Shoot, I don't know. There's an Urban Cutlery and an Urban EDC version and a Devo version. So there's something for everybody, and this is pretty daggone cool. So if you're a Marine or you just like red, you're going to love this crazy thing. This, I mean, it's a red Cerakote. Very, very cool. All right, so let's get Benny on here since I'm making him wait like a big jerk. And let's do this. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from where it's warm and sitting in his chair where he thinks all day long about how he can take your money. Ladies and gentlemen, Benjamin Benny B. Belkin. Here we go.
Hello, everybody. Coming at you from 70 degrees.
Oh, geez. Okay, so it's all right. We got to tell you a story here. Okay, stories with Uncle Casey. It is 38 right now.
Ooh.
But they have already called off. I work at a university. They already called off the university tomorrow. It was sunny and blue skies today. They've already called off the university tomorrow. Not a drop of anything has fallen. They're calling for 3 to 8 inches tomorrow of snow and ice. But this is the problem. This is why they're doing it. It's starting as rain, and nobody agrees on when it's going to hit 32. So they don't want all these kids on the road, and they don't want us as employees on the road with, possibly ice everywhere. So they just went ahead and called it for tomorrow. So, of course, me with my job, I'll be working from home anyway, but it's okay. But it ought to be interesting. So, yeah, enjoy your 70. What did you say, 70?
It was like 70 today, 72, but it's going to cool off this week with highs in the 60s and lows in the 40s, which is, my favorite weather.
Where you guys are.
It's,
your
winter
favorite
weather.
Not?
It is. I don't prefer the boiling heat. I kind of like our winters, which is lows in the 40s and highs in the 60s.
I think that's where my wife and I would probably be the most happy right there. If we could find somewhere that was like that year round, I think that would be ideal. Yeah, that would be good. Get a nice 60s, 70s for your high, 40s, 50s for your low. I'd be all right with that.
Yeah, it's called Southern California, and there's a lot of
Well,
people there already.
I was about to say, I literally was saying that, and I said that's where I grew up. I grew up in El Cajon, San Diego, and that's exactly what I grew up with. Except in the summer, and it would get into the 90s from time to time, but we didn't even have central air at all. We had like a portable air conditioner of some sort, like a window unit or something, I think.
Yeah,
but nope, not a whole house, anything. But good to have you here, man. It is, ladies and gentlemen, if you missed the beginning of the stream, it's drop week for Jack Wolf. Ben is bringing you a way to spend your Valentine's money. And that is the Primo Jack, based on the, I guess, on the big bro, but really big or little, right?
Yeah, no? on the bros,
on the bros. Okay. And ooh, got that blue, or is that black micarta?
This is black linen.
Black. Yep, I knew that. So it just looks a lot like the blue one I just had on the blanking on which knife it was, but anyway.
After Hours.
Thank you. Gosh, too many knives, Ben. My brain doesn't work.
So this micarta version, we stuck with the bronze because, man, it's hard to beat it with micarta. But we
beautiful.
Put a hand satin blade on it this time, so that's kind of different from micarta.
Yep. That is really nice. And this, of course, if you didn't see what mine is here, it is a belt satin blade, S90V. You got the gray titanium, and then, of course, the crystal Lake Kieranite. Now, Ben, I was comparing before you came on with the little bro. If I can, there we go. Not cut myself. We have some differences, and of course, I'd love for you to explain on the fat carbons, on on some of the natural materials too. There's variations throughout, but yeah, definitely a little bit different, but still, I mean, look at the shimmers in that thing.
Yeah,
so crazy.
It's like anything, it's made in batches.
Yeah. Yep.
Look at that reflection, and the consistency.
You and your polished materials, dude. That is so awesome looking.
The consistency is where you want it, and that the quality of the manufacturing is consistent. Like, if you buy Kieranite, you're not going to have air bubbles, and it's not going to crack and peel and be all weird, But as far as the patterns and stuff, they do vary from batch to batch, which I kind of like, Yep.
And
even my piece to your piece is different.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally different. You got the polished backspring on these.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. And the polished clip. Very nice and polished hardware, of course.
It's something we're doing that you don't see a lot of polished, in production knives. You don't see a lot of polished materials. You definitely don't see a lot of polished titanium. Like, who else is doing polished tie? I know it's out there, but it's just hard to be unique with all the cool stuff on the market.
Yep. Yeah, and I mean, this is still number one. It just is for me. Stunning with that polish. It's just, you're right. It's just something brand new, kind of punches you in the face. Like, whoa, that is cool.
Plenty of polished steel out there on traditional knives, of course, but polished titanium, you don't really see it as much on modern stuff. Polywatch. You know what, Tim? I know what Polywatch is because I know on, for example, Omega Speedmasters with the polycarbonate, what do you call it? The crystal, the glass. I can't blanking on what the actual term for that is, but it's not a sapphire and I know people use that stuff on those the watch crystals to get the little scratches out that you get when you don't have a sapphire. I know that. Whether or not it's a good use for Kieranite or even the Ultim, I'm curious. If anyone's brave enough to try, report back to me, certainly. It seems like it should work.
Yeah. I'm curious if anybody has actually used it. I know they were talking about it.
I would say this: when you buy one of these knives that has these polish scales, if you don't want there to be little swirls and love marks on it, like leave it in the safe, you know? But part of the charm of these things, like your titanium with the snail trails and maybe some, reasonable wear on the covers, I think that's cool. I think that's good. You know, I'd be really hesitant myself if I was shopping for something like this to polish them and make it worse off than it was, because I have a tendency to do that kind of thing.
Right, right. Me
It's like
too.
my intention is to make it better, and now I wish I never did
Well,
that.
that's like, I'll give you an example. I used flits on a Kershaw that had a D2 blade and got some lovely rust on it. And I guess they do some kind of a light coating on their stonewash, because when I started rubbing in that flits, it literally took all that kind of haze on their stonewash off, just gone on that section of the blade. And I'm like, oh, neat. So you never know what you're gonna do. Yeah, it adds character, right?
Yeah,
right.
You've been flitzed.
Okay, so there we go. So that's what I was just looking at that, because before we came on here, of course, Ben, I did 10 minutes of the live stream and I wasn't even live.
No way.
No, I did. I talked to myself for like 12 minutes, 10 or 12
That
minutes.
is hilarious.
And I'm like asking people, are you going to give me your pocket checks or not? Because there was no pocket checks coming. And I'm like, what is happening?
That is hilarious.
Finally,
dude.
I looked over and it said start stream. And I'm like, oh, frick.
Dress rehearsal.
Yes, exactly. And then I had to rush. But anyway, what I was going to say is I didn't even see the white and the yellow bone when I originally, matter of fact, let's go ahead and show the website here with the versions. So guys, the top 4, let me zoom in just a smidge here. Oops. Wonderful. I do a great job with this. All right, there we go. The top 4 versions here are going to be available at all the dealers on Friday.
Correct.
So you got the black linen and hand satin, the fat carbon dark matter gold, which has belt satin.
Belt, yeah. If it's not if there's no blade treatment listed, it's the
listed,
default
okay.
belt satin. Yeah.
Gotcha. Rosewood Primo Jack with rosewood and hand satin, and then the Primo Jack with Kieranite Crystal Lake, which is the one I have, and the belt satin. And those are available this Friday at 2:00 Ben at all the dealers.
Yep.
And then what I missed, and I thought I watched your video really quick the other day, but I guess did you talk about these in the video, or am I crazy?
Maybe I don't think I talk about the dealer exclusives in the video.
I don't think you did. So
yeah,
good.
because
I feel better now.
It's. I mean, I send that video to all my dealers so they have the information they need.
Yep, that makes sense. So then we have the white smooth bone in belt satin and the yellow smooth bone in belt satin, and they're also $350, but they're only at, is it Deadwood, Ben? Deadwood knives. Okay, so guys, there are 6 versions this time around. I'm assuming these bottom 2 are in pretty short supply.
Well, I have a minimum order that the dealers have to buy to do an exclusive, and I'm not going to share the number because that's their business. Yeah, but
you don't need to.
Deadwood, he couldn't make up his mind, so he asked if he could order 2 minimums, and I said, absolutely, be my guest.
Why would I tell you no?
Yeah, but let me give me the screen. Let me show you this yellow bone right here.
Can do. Here we go. Whoops.
Something else, dude.
Crap. There we go. Gotcha.
Okay, so there is a lot of variation in the yellow bone. If you guys know Great Eastern Cutlery, they call it antique. They call it rotten banana bone. GEC does, because it'll have like brown, like, I don't know, brown's not the right color, but darker shades in the yellow. So there is a ton of variety in this yellow bone. I wish that we had the time to really photograph a bunch of them and make kind of like a collage, but we just had our backs up against the wall processing these and getting them out and everything. So I wasn't able to do that. But if you guys like yellow bone and you want things that have natural characteristics, these are just freaking amazing. He went with
Looks
full
really
blast,
cool.
which really contrasts so
I
good
think so too. Yeah.
with the yellow. So these are awesome. These are just awesome. And then the white one, we went more with the polish look. We kind of went heavy on the polish on this one. I can't help it. I just like it, you know?
Oh, I do. Now, why did you decide not to go with the blue screws this time around?
That was, well, so when I do the dealer
You
exclusive
let them
process,
decide. Okay.
I don't dictate. I was pushing for the blue screws because I really like them, you know, at a minimum in the scales. But I think he was just focused more on, yeah, I want to try to appeal to more people. I don't want to turn someone off who might not like
Yeah,
the
and
blue
there are
screws.
people that have seen mine and say they don't like the blue screws, and I tell them they're crazy, but it's
Yeah.
okay.
You know, sometimes I make choices that I make because I'm in charge and I like it. But, you know, these dealers, they want to make sure they can sell them, and I don't begrudge them for that decision. I make suggestions. You know, sometimes I have to reject ideas. I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea. We don't want to do that. Um, but anyway, they
Wow,
came out nice.
Rory, that sounds absolutely awful. I'm glad you're home and nice and warm. Sheesh. The white bone to me, I'm so glad you're doing bone. This is just, I don't know what it is about a traditional in this. It's just so cool. I think you sent me, Ben. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when we were doing the whole GEC swap, you sent me a jack of some sort.
Yep,
American Jack, maybe.
exactly right.
Yeah, with the white bone.
Yep,
That
that's
was
right.
that bit me right there, man. I was just like, wow, this is fantastic. And that's how I feel about the white bone you're doing. It's just, and even that yellow looks really good.
It's
And you know
cool.
what's funny is we've just gone through a slew of yellow bone. I don't know if you noticed, but there was yellow bone on the TPK Kentucky Holler Jack, and then there was yellow bone on the Finch frog leg, but none of them kind of have, it's different. None of them have really that character like what you're showing. They're more smooth, you know, that
Even.
I think that's really cool.
Yeah, and I mean, some of them are more even. Some of them are really blotchy. I, I kind of like. Oh, it makes me nervous, right? Because you can only. It's hard to set an expectation when there's that much these and also the rosewood. Like, holy cow, dude! These rosewoods.
Yeah,
There are some
right,
that are like chocolate colored, you know,
right.
and there's some that
Well,
are like almost 50-50. Like the
I,
grain difference in these was so
right.
awesome.
So just right here, I've got two rose crafts where he did burl wood.
Oh,
And
interesting.
look at this. So I've got, come on. So
I
look at
see
the
it.
bottom one. There's not a lot of variation in that grain, but look at the
Yep.
top one.
Yep.
And then by the way, he did really cool looking resin on these. I don't think I've seen a knife done with that kind of half join like that in the middle. That's pretty cool.
No, I'm gonna need to take a closer look at that on a website or something. It's interesting.
I can send you one of them if I don't give them both away real quick. But
Yeah, I'd like to check that out.
yeah, there was something else we talked about me sending you, and I never did. Now I don't remember what it was. Oh well. If you remember, let me know. But yeah, really cool. Look, let me see that wood again. That is just, let's put you full screen here.
I picked this one out for myself. I thought this kind of almost looked like mammoth, like a mammoth. I don't know if you've seen mammoth knife scales on slip joints. They almost have this look to them. I just thought it was cool. But there's just
Yeah,
so
that is.
many cool
There you go, polished again.
variations. Yep. Polished with hand satin. This is similar to the gunslinger we did in ironwood.
Right.
But this is rosewood. It probably won't do ironwood again when the scales are this thin. I just had a small amount, but more than I'm comfortable with, that cracked.
Ooh.
That I had to warranty replace or refund people on, and I was just got a little gun shy on the ironwood. If it was thicker, I think it would be less of an issue, but they get thin at the corners, so but the Rosewoods held up really good.
Nice, Justin. Didn't realize how much I would love a locking Jack Wolf front flipper is on point. Nice, Justin. Very cool. Thank you for your support, man, for 9 months. There's your Daleka salute. That's cool. Yeah, I think people until you, I keep telling people, and they say to me all the time that Jack Wolves just don't appeal to them. I'm like, get one in your hand. Find a way, get one in your hand, and then let me know. If you hate it, if you don't like it still, then don't get one.
Yeah, I mean, for people who have really super modern tastes, like that's not what my stuff doesn't look like that. I mean, I get it.
Nope.
But, it's kind of hard not to like the classics once you experience it. There's a reason that they're the classics, but it's not for everybody. I get that. I mean,
I totally agree.
A guy who really likes his super modern BMW or whatever, but it's like if you pulled up in that 67 Corvette or something, it might not be what you prefer, but you want to take it for a drive.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good way to put it. You're a jerk, Michael. I just want you to know that right now. I love you, and you're a jerk at the same time. You're right about that contrast. That is just too cool.
Yeah, these are nice. Yeah. This is probably, of all the ones we've done, probably I think the easiest front flipper to activate. So if someone is kind of front flipper curious and wants to get into one and they're concerned they can't get it to flip, this one very, very easy to actuate. A little more difficult on the middle finger because it's tight in there, but I don't have any trouble doing it.
I don't have any trouble with it either.
We couldn't bring this out any further because it will bring up the tip.
By the way, Ben, I will tell you, just stick the fat of your finger in there. I mean, that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
If you can't quite get your nail in there, just stick the fat of your finger in there. It works like
that works too, for sure.
Not saying you have fat fingers, by the way.
I don't.
All right, here we go, Ben. Has a dealer ever asked for an exclusive that Ben has just said no to?
Yes. In fact, I had a dealer. No, we could talk about that. It's a good question. I'm not going to say who, but I'll talk about what they wanted to do. And I explored it. So, and I'll probably give someone some ideas, but that's okay. I'm not going to use this stuff. So there's this recycled ocean plastics called Smile Plastics. You guys ever heard of that?
Yep.
Yeah, and I think the James brand has used it before. Like other people have used it, and they really wanted to do that. And I'm not opposed to trying new things on a dealer exclusive.
I know where you're going to go. You're worried about voids, right?
Well, it was a couple different things actually. Trying to research it. So, I like when the dealers want to try new things because it makes it that much more exclusive for the dealer exclusive. But it gives me more of a project because I got to figure this stuff out. So it comes from Europe, and they don't use it for knives primarily. Like it's used for countertops and like bathroom tiling and stuff. It's used in home decor primarily. So it's made in really big sheets, and the tolerances in the manufacturing are not as precise as when you're buying like micarta or carbon fiber and stuff. And they have these specifications for shrink and swell in moisture and temperature conditions. And I was just like, I don't like that, like, and it was like the time it took to get it and the cost. And so I vetoed that. I was like, everything about this is giving me heartburn, and we don't have the time to figure out if this is going to work, if we're going to meet our deadline. Like the James brand has more money and more time than I do. I promise you that.
That's an interesting idea. What is it? Does it have a color? Is it?
Yeah, you can get it in different colors and different patterns. I was kind of stoked on the idea because I thought it was neat. But yeah, I mean, we need some kind of reasonable path of less resistance with this stuff. And yeah, it just seemed like too much of an uphill battle when there's other things we could choose. So
interesting. Very interesting. That's a great question. Tim said he only brings great questions. So
yeah, this is true. I agree, Tim. You are the question extraordinaire. But it's been really easy so far, knock on wood, working with the dealers on these exclusives. I try to make it easy for them. I basically give them a list of here's your handle materials I've used, here's blade finishes I've used, here's titanium finishes I've used. And so it's like a sandwich, have it your way.
Right.
And I say if there's something you guys want to try that isn't on my list, we can talk it over and I'll do some homework, you know.
Nice. Anthony wants to know if you'll ever do a back flipper.
No, he's asking about he's saying Bakelite.
He asked about Bakelite, but then he said, yeah, so it's two questions.
A back flipper, I don't know. They don't maintain the traditional knife aesthetic. That's the problem. Like the reason I do my front flipper is because it's barely there. And so when it's open, like when you have a back flipper and then you flip it open, now it's hanging out the front, right? Almost like a finger guard or something. So I just haven't leaned that way because it kind of, I don't want to say it violates my design criteria, but it's outside of what I'm looking to achieve aesthetically, honestly.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's why a lot of my knives aren't.
You could do one of my little discrete flippers, but you'd have to take a little bite out of your bolster.
You could.
That would also ruin your vibe a little bit.
That one's less offensive, certainly, to do it that way. But the amount of space in my bolster is very small compared to like modern knives that probably have 25 to 40% more length. So the distance to the pivot is super close.
Understood.
And yeah, so you have a geometry issue there.
So real quick, I see Tim and Kelly, but I want to acknowledge Brian's comment here first. I was gunshot. I pulled the trigger on a Jackwolf, but Kelly got the purple abalone after hours, and then I got the rec exclusive red burl shoot. However you pronounce that stuff, and we absolutely love them, and it won't be our last. Very cool, Brian and Kelly.
Thank you, Brian. Awesome. I appreciate that. Yeah.
All right. Now, Tim and Kelly have asked about. Yeah, I mean, you're a Pena guy. What about a kickstop flipper?
So that's an interesting idea. I've heard, I can't substantiate this as being true, but so what's the guy's name? Lee Williams? Is he the kickstop guy? Correct. So I have heard that, so you got to license it from him, first of all. Correct. And second of all, I think only Riot's allowed to make that knife overseas with that technology. That's what I've heard.
I did not know that, but you know what? Now that you said that, everyone I can think of off the top of my head that's had the kickstop has been a Riot build. So
yeah, I don't know that he's, and I'm not putting word in this guy's mouth, but I don't know that he is comfortable allowing other OEMs to make that mechanism. Not only that, but I don't know that guy, Lee Williams. Like, I don't want to license something from someone I don't know or have a relationship with. That's a business arrangement, and I'm careful about stuff like that.
Understood. Yeah, I mean, I still go back, I laugh, and I actually had Zach explain it recently. Zach from Zach Stuffs, who's the Benchmade guru, explained the Griptilian that's got the Spyderco hole, and they literally had to license that hole through Spyderco just to do that knife. And so it's pretty wild if you think about it. So those business and those can be pretty tricky. Have you thought about bison or mammoth bone? That's an interesting one.
So bison or mammoth bone, I don't know if I have access to it. Now, I never heard, like, mammoth scales are usually the tusk, not its skeletal bone. If you're talking about the mammoth tusk, way too expensive for production knives. Like, you can't do it. You go to the knife show and look at all the really cool mammoth scale sets they have out on the tables. They're like, I don't know, probably $30 to $80 a pair, if I'm just guessing. Like, there's no way I could afford that with these. And then bison, I don't know if you're referring to like horn. horn is beautiful, but boy, does that stuff shrink and swell. Like, if you've noticed, Great Eastern Cutlery stopped doing buffalo horn because Bill had enough of the customer complaints of the way it moves around.
So Fred over here brings up something, and I didn't even think about. I have something similar to what Fred is bringing up here. So this is the new Devo, and again, it's not quite what you're thinking, but this is the new Devo Chaser. And if you look at how they did the flipper here, there we go.
Oh man, I can barely see it, but I see.
Right.
Okay,
let me get it.
Yeah, it's just, okay, interesting.
And so, but there are other ones. What Fred is actually referring to, Ben, is how your back flipper, where did I just put your knife? Here it is. Your front flipper, excuse me, sticks out the top. There are dudes using those as back flippers, the same aesthetic. It would just be back. Really, Trevor? Everybody say hi to Trevor. He wants some attention. Jeez. Hey, Olivia.
I thought it was an earthquake.
Olivia, control that boy. Hit him right in the head for me. Sheesh. All right. So what he's talking about is they do them with this over here, and you're just grabbing it from there, kind of like that with a back flipper, and it just sticks. So you'd have that same aesthetic, but it would be on the back.
Okay.
But yeah, Devo, and by the way, it's a different feel from some of the flippers you're used to because you're sort of rotating that around.
Yeah.
But it feels really good. I mean, it really works.
It changes more than just that. Right. Like that's where my lockup is.
It changes your lockup. 100%.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's kind of where I'm at with it. I know not everybody's gonna love every flipper. They're like pocket clips. They're like studs.
Yeah, I personally just middle finger flick this thing 90% of the time because I'm not a front flipper guy. I'm not. It's not for me. I suck at it. But
if I was gonna try to implement another flipper, I would be designing a knife around the mechanism. I basically had to fit the mechanism inside of a profile, which is a backwards.
You would have to change your lockup point completely. That would
exactly.
Your lock bar would be bigger. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how that would work.
It would change everything.
You went bigger. Yeah. I don't think you can do it within this framework.
No, and frankly, I'm just not interested. Because it's taken me. I've been working on these locking knives since Blade Show 2023. And I'm finally getting them to the point where I'm rolling them out. And so yeah, I reinventing the wheel right now. Not high on my priority list. Definitely not. I would say that, like I said, if I was going to try to do a different flipper design, I would be designing an entirely new knife around the flipper. But that's just not what I'm working on right now. I've got fixed blade and locking knife models I'm trying to bring to the market that are consistent with my slip joints. Like, that's not a secret. I've been telling people that for 2 years.
You just got the closest thing to a hint of what's coming you will ever get from Ben. So please mark that down at 8:36 on the 10th of February 2025. You just got a hint. I'm working on locking knives and fixed blades.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. All right.
Trying to round out the old catalog.
I'm trying, Ben. I'm giving the people what they want. All right. We never finished, did we? Nope. There is the gold dark matter.
Yep.
Gold screws, blasted titanium.
Yep. Gold backspacer, gold clip, belt satin.
And belt satin. Yep. Purdy.
Yeah.
That gold dark matter is one that has really, really piqued my interest. I don't even have anything in it, so I need something at some point, but it's pretty.
If I had to pick one sheet out of his library to have forever and never use the other ones, I'd probably pick dark matter gold.
Wow.
Just because
you have used it a lot now that I think of it.
I love it. It's so unique. No one else has anything quite like this. This stuff is badass. Just badass.
Yeah, that the shine on the gold is like right there, that part right to the back of that screw. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
It's got a little extra in it.
See, and that's, by the way, I'll just say now, I love there is just like that stuff. There are 3 or 4 different iterations out on the market of copper carbon fiber, and there's only one that I've really liked. Tuya uses one that can be polished and look that smooth. I don't want one with any voids. I don't want that right there looks sick because it's polished, it's smooth, it doesn't look. I mean, it
doesn't look cheap.
Could, you know what? That could actually be a Kieranite. It's not, but you know what I'm saying. It's got that look.
Yeah. Well, and I'm having them finish these with polish. I'm paying extra to have these polished. You know?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and we've been through the ringer on finishing dark matter. Like we've tried it a bunch of different ways, and they've got it down now. Yeah, these look good. How's the action and acoustics on the bolster locks? They're good. You know, each knife has its own different sound. This one's really thwacky. Like the Benny was thunky. The gold slinger, the gunslinger tinged. Most of them tinged.
Yep.
The after hours kind of in the middle. They're all unique. The actions, they're slick. Like these blades are extremely thin. And what I think people will learn when you start getting these thin ground knives is they just don't have the same dropping authority as a big heavy blade. It's because of inertia, you know, from the weight that's cantilevered out from the pivot point on on most knives. So there's a little bit less of the whole drop shutty thing going on with these, but some of mine drop shut real hard. Like the Benny was a heavier blade. The after hours drop shut's pretty good. This one and the gunslinger a little bit less. You know, they'll fall from lockup, but you just got to
I think
wiggle
the
them
best
close.
action is the bionic. I mean, to me, it's look at that. It's just
well, and they break in, and you can tune them like any other knife. Like there's really nothing to complain about. I nitpick myself, but they're just really well made, high quality knives with, you know, really unique materials. I mean, I got some middle of the road stuff like Blackland and micarta. That's not super crazy, but
yeah, you're right about the sounds. I wasn't really paying attention, but let's see if you can tell me which one this is. You ready? You described it a moment ago, so let's see if you get it.
Is that the Benny?
That is the Benny. Nice job, dude.
Yeah.
A little more thwacky. You're exactly right.
It's because there's just more weight on that bad boy pounding into that stop pin.
Ashlyn, it is number 119. Hello. Good to see you. 119. Yeah, that was impressive. Ben gets extra points tonight for guessing that one. But yeah, these are great. Now, if I didn't clarify this correctly, okay, let's just go through this again. So there are 6 versions. 4 of these. Go ahead.
4 of them are found at all dealers.
Yep.
2 of them are exclusive to Deadwood Knives. It's the bone ones are at Deadwood. Kieranite, carbon fiber, micarta, and rosewood are available worldwide. Friday, Valentine's Day, the 14th, 2 p.m. This one sounds amazing. $350. Doesn't matter which version. The prices in Europe or internationally vary a little bit just based on currency exchange, import tax, yada yada. All dealers go live.
And based on what Deadwood apparently put on their website, Tim clipped something from their website. They put the number up, Ben, just so you know. So it is a very limited run, guys. It's a limited run on the yellow and white. So if you want them, go get them. But very, very cool. What other questions about this specific model? And then we can go back into anything else. But to me, the blue is just the way to go, guys. Forget all. No, I'm just kidding. But this is super pretty. And again, Ben has mentioned before the Crystal Lake comes from, you said Friday the 13th, right?
Yeah. Yep. That's the lake where Jason drowned and then came alive.
There you go.
And tormented all the camp counselors.
I do remember now. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, these are good, man. I think this is.
Thank you.
There's no dogs in this pack. It's a really good, I don't know. So. It's a good variety. Like, I feel like, if you don't like the model, okay, fine. But there's something here, material selection wise, for just about everybody. I don't know what else I could have done,
No doubt. And 404 Mini Bike Gang, definitely swing by. If you're coming to Blade Show for your first time, go by the Jack Wolf booth, meet Ben. He's always got cool stuff. Definitely. Good gosh, Blade, Michael. Good. Blade, he's going to Atlanta. He's going to be going to Atlanta. Michael Morgan says Primo is $600 Canadian after tax.
Yeah, well, Canadian is 1.5 to 1, I think.
Oh gosh,
almost, or something like that. I don't remember, but I've had a good partner in Canada. It's Blades Canada. They're great. What's up, Ash?
My hair's kind of everywhere.
She says her hair's everywhere and she doesn't want to come on camera. So
crazy hair don't care.
Crazy hair don't care, he says. Yep. All right. Well, thank you. She did bring us a bunny. Well, we have an early Valentine present for you guys. Oh, come on. Valentine Killer Bunny number 119. Oh, it's Cupid Bunny. Somebody loves you. Look at that. He still looks creepy, like he's going to eat your face off or something, but that's okay. Ben, she traumatized the bunny this week. So last week you did. You as you pointed out accurately, you have turned him into a eunuch. And so, yeah, exactly. See, Ben's eyes got really big.
Poor guy.
So he's eunuch buddy now. Yeah, he let's just say when bunnies aren't that way and they're dudes, you can't get them out of their cage because they just mark your whole house up with poop pellets.
Gross.
So the only way to do that is to snippy, and then they stop doing that because they're not trying to mark their territory anymore. Exactly. And that's so very good. That's
Get
hilarious.
The scissors. Let's go.
She paid for it. I wasn't going to pay for it. So there you go. Oh, goodness. All right. So since we can't ask Ben what's coming next, what other questions do you guys have? Now, I will point out, Tim, if you don't mind grabbing a link for me to this after I say it, because you don't know what I'm going to say. But there is a Jack Wolf Knives Facebook group called Jack Wolf Knives Worldwide. Mm-hmm. Some of us post in there quite often, including me. If you guys are interested and you're on Facebook, check that out. Tim will put a link up. Ben makes it a lot of fun over there. You can
it's a good place.
Are Jack Wolf made in the U.S. or China? That's easy. Go ahead.
They are made in the Red Republic of China.
So let's talk about that a little bit, because there was a comment earlier. I love everything about Jack Wolf. This was before you came on, except that the fact that they're made in China.
Well, nothing's perfect.
I know. Exactly. Let's talk about this. In your opinion, been around the block a few dozen 100 times. If you found somebody who would do these for you, first of all, that's the first hurdle. You got to find somebody who can actually do what I'm seeing here, what I'm holding. You got to find that. Then after that, my guess is instead of $350, we're talking at least $600.
It's hard. First of all, we're taking a trip to Theoreticalville. It's Theoreticalville. So
Yep.
We got a disclaimer that there is nowhere to get these made in the United States to this standard in these
Not at all.
materials. It doesn't
Not even
exist.
close.
No. Now, if I
I would
could,
say that. I would actually say that, Ben, and Kevin has backed this up by trying. Kevin is
Yeah.
trying over and over again.
there's a
nowhere to make
reason.
knives
There's
like I make for Tempest in the U.S. There's nowhere.
there's just not an OEM infrastructure here. There's just not.
Right.
Now, assuming someone could make these knives for me, and I wanted to have dealer distribution and have my business model, then 550 and up, something like that. It's hard to say, but realistically, if I tried to deliver a product at this price point, there would be no contoured scales. There wouldn't be these hollow ground blades. There wouldn't be these small batches. Like, this stuff would not look the same. So, and who knows what the quality would be. Ultimately, what China offers is high quality, reasonable timelines, pricing that someone can run a business and have dealer distribution. Like, it just works.
100%. And you know what? I'll say this, and I've said it again and again and again. Ben can back this up because he's done this. I guarantee the factory he's working with couldn't do some of the stuff they're doing now when he started with them. Ben pushed them. They got the machinery. They did what they needed to do to learn and do these things. Kubi's doing that for me. And you will not find that in America. They will tell you this is what we offer. And that's that. And so I'm telling you guys, and somebody said tactile. Maybe, but look how much the Maverick costs.
Right.
I mean, not the Maverick, the Archer. Look how much the Archer costs.
Yeah, we do have some US made materials, but the big expense in these projects is in the machine time.
100%.
And machine operators in China do not get paid as much as machine operators in the United States. It just is what it is. And you know what? I've heard some statistic. It was crazy about how many STEM graduates they produce in China every year relative to the rest of the world. Like, we're losing that fight big time.
Oh, it's not even close. It's not.
So the qualified workforce there that can do these types of projects they just have an advantage. They just have an advantage. If I could bring a product to market that was at a sufficient quality, then I would do it. US made. I'm making more money. I would bet you're right. I mean, if you consider my profit margin, my dealer's profit margins, which are about the same, and relative to what they're making, but they don't have to do any of the sales and marketing. Like, they have a really low risk. They do, because I put the orders in and then they make them. So their profit should be less because their risk is a lot less, if you think about it that way.
So we hear that one a lot, CB. I get that a lot. And to be honest with you, I'm just going to be honest. The people that use the Taiwanese OEMs won't tell anybody who they are. I have tried to find out. Kevin has tried to find out.
What I've heard about that, Casey, here's what I've heard about that.
I would love to hear.
I've heard that. Okay, so who uses Taiwan? Like, Spyderco uses Taiwan.
Wyatt Carey, Spyderco,
CRKT,
Cold Steel,
like the big companies.
CRKT.
So what I've heard is that Taiwan is set up for large batches, like 10,000 knives. Like, if you want to make 300 knives, they're not interested. That's not the type of manufacturing they do. They can do
100%.
large batches for cheap, but you have to buy a shitload of them. So
and
if you don't have
Wyatt Carey that they're buying large batches.
If you don't have customers like big box stores or Blade HQ who wants to buy a few thousand of them or whatever, because the profit margins are 60-70% or whatever they can be offered because of that mass production, like the stuff we're doing, high-end boutique small batch, does not work with Taiwan. This is what I've been told. Take it with a grain of salt. But it makes sense because you don't see people using Taiwan, and Taiwan doesn't show up to the knife shows to look for work. Taiwan's not blowing up my email inbox like the Chinese OEMs do. OEMs I've never heard of are in my inbox all the time.
Oh, me too, all the time. Yep. The Jim brings up a very good thing. By the way, Ben, it's not just Chinese STEM programs. They're coming over here. And he was in the STEM program at Auburn in the 80s, and it was full of Chinese people. That's
they
why.
Have that stuff's cultural. It's what the people are demanding of their children. Like they want their children to have better, like early immigrants in this country. It's interesting. They're willing to work hard and get the education, and then it'll even out over time. Give it several decades or whatever. They'll demand more wages and things will even out. But right now, they're hungrier. That's what I'm seeing.
And again, I will use Kubi as my example. All we did was start asking questions, and we were doing things, and suddenly they email me one day and they go, no problem meeting your deadlines, no problem meeting this. We just bought 6 more machines and hired X number more people. I'm like, okay, and they want your business. Okay.
Yeah, they will invest. Someone's asking about the tariffs.
Yeah, he asked this twice, so let's get that.
I don't expect a price increase. Like, even if I have to absorb a 10% increase at cost, I will do whatever I can not to pass that to the consumer. It's a negotiation I would have to have with my manufacturer. I'm not making any promises because these aren't even in place yet. It's all
we don't even know.
It's posturing at this point. A lot of this is poker, political poker. But we'll have to cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah, Trump is bristling in a lot of ways. I mean, you saw how quickly it turned around on Mexico and now Canada, and he may just be trying to get something out of China, and when he gets it, that may be that. I don't know.
There's no one is expecting a price increase until there actually is a tariff. There's no tariffs yet, so
nope.
A threat of a tariff. Those come and go. So I don't know yet, Steve. Well, it's too soon to decide.
Coming from there is a Chinese manufacturer. I won't throw them under the bus. One of their employees actually put on their Facebook group that they would be, because of the tariffs that are coming, they would be increasing everything by 10%. But then about an hour later, they took their post down. So everybody's been talking about that ever since. And I'm like, okay.
You know what? It's something to talk about. Like we're in a hobby. We need things to talk about. It's just too soon to make any decisions because there's been no action. So there's nothing to react to yet.
100%. It's all about shaking babies and kissing hands. Okay. All right. I don't know what's happening over there, but okay. I think, it's tough, but it's exactly what you said. Even if we buy the knives over there, a lot of the money is coming over here. Is it perfect? No. Would I rather have a situation and a system where I could buy the knives here and sell the knives here? And that's that 100%. But it's got to make sense. It has to make sense.
Well, or else it doesn't exist. And I just want, I don't care. Listen, what I want to do is deliver quality consistently to the market. That's what matters to me, whether it comes from China or Germany or Philippines or United States. That's not where I'm prioritizing my decision making. I need to make sure that I have a reliable source that delivers consistency and quality in a timely manner. I don't care where those workers are located. I really don't. So just know that's my priority for you guys, is to make sure that what I provide is what you expect. And that's what I'm looking for. That it doesn't matter what border that's in to me.
Right. Hey, Stacy, good to have you here. Glad you came. And very, very cool indeed. All right. Let's see. Any other questions, guys? I know a lot of you have some Jack Wolf knives, but I love to hear from the newbies that don't. If you have questions, just be cool to hear, what would you be interested in? What is the thing that, obviously you would be interested in? I would love to hear it. Yeah. Timely manner, not Riyadh. Exactly. Well said.
Nowadays, I think that's better. I don't know for sure. I haven't been talking
Kevin
to
is
as many of
saying
the.
it is, yeah.
Yeah, well, because things are slower. So, a lot of these folks have production capacity right now. So, of course, it's a great time to have someone make you a knife, but it'd be a tough time to get it sold. So there's that.
There's a great question. Kevin Smith would like to know what you're bringing with you to Texas.
What am I bringing with me to Texas?
Yeah, and I saw your post today about show specials. So hit on that
Yeah.
and whatever else you're bringing.
So something I've been doing is I've been tacking on around 20 to 25 pieces of a extra version of each production run for the last several production runs that I take to the shows. Now, I've been putting them on my website too because guys in my Facebook group want to buy them, and I'm not just trying to like hold them back for shows. So they're on my website, but I'll have a show special Primo Jack that is not available yet to the general public. And I'm going to bring the show special After Hours Big Bro, and probably won't have any of the Bionics left. There's like one or two left. Those are almost gone. But I'll have the show special Big Bro, the show special After Hours, the show special Midnight Fix EDC, and the show special Primo. I'll bring small quantities of each of those. And then I've got something very special and something very secret on top of that.
But I'm not going to be at Texas.
You're going to miss out. Pending everything coming together at the last minute, of course. Because who doesn't love stress,
Yes.
Holy
exactly.
crap.
All right. Here's an interesting question. You ever thought about doing any lefty frame locks?
Well, you're asking the right guy because I'm also left-handed. And Donnie, my right-hand man, I might as well call him my left-hand man because he's also left-handed. So if there's anybody who would want to do it, it's me. However, economically, it doesn't make sense for me, primarily because I got to make a lot of them. And there's just not enough of us to buy them. And so it would become essentially a charity project in a way because I'd be funding 90% of the knives being unsold. And I just can't make sense of that yet. So is it possible? It's possible. Is it probable in the near future? No. I don't say that to be harsh. I'm frustrated by it, honestly, because I would like to have a left-handed version of my stuff. But if I can't do it for me, then it's going to be hard to justify doing it at all.
Understood. Hey, Colleen, what's up? Hey,
on the
everybody.
Congress, I like the
talked
Congress
about this.
pattern. What do you think about a single blade Congress? Like I know.
So that's basically what this Rosecraft is, except he calls it not a Congress.
That's canoe.
I'm confusing canoe and Congress. Congress is tapered bolsters.
It's almost like bent in the middle, like bent backwards, and the blades kind of Congress in the middle, which is why they call it that. But I like the Congress. I was a really big fan of the Great Eastern Cutlery Blades Forums annual knife that was the Congress pattern that had a single blade sheath foot and I think a pen blade. Is that what it was? Or maybe there was a coping blade and I don't remember. It was a sheep's foot main. Anyway, and it was a jack, so both the blades were on one pivot. But I don't know about a single blade Congress. What do you think about that?
I don't know.
He said, yes, single blade Congress would be awesome. I'll consider that one because
it would be because it's got that bow to it. I'm trying to find a single bladed one here.
If you just GEC made some a couple years ago and they had, what were those called? They had almost like Constitution names or something. I'm struggling, guys. It's Monday. It was a hectic day. How about an XL fixed EDC? Then it would not be a EDC if it was XL. However, an XL fixed blade is definitely something I could consider. I'm more focused on the EDC sized
Here we go.
fixed blades, which to me
This
was
says
really
it's
just a way to say a
Oh.
pocket fixed blade.
Right. All right, hold on. I think maybe I found what you're talking about here. We'll see. We'll see how I did here. This guy.
What's up, Brian?
Give me a moment here. So this says it's a prototype. Is that the
I
one
think there's
you're
one called
referring
the
to?
Whip or something, and there was one. What were those called? Someone in the chat knows.
Do you see the one I'm showing or not?
I do. I see it. I used to have a really cool yellow bone.
Kind of interesting.
Congress.
Oh, wait a minute. I almost missed the super chat. Hello, Ed Harrison. Member for 16 months. Sorry I'm late to the live. Hello, KC and Ben and everyone. And Ed, thank you for being a member for that long. I appreciate you. There is your Daleka salute. Yes, I mean, I think that looks, I think, so my only comment on that is it kind of because of the swoop and because of having an end bolster, it kind of looks unbalanced to me. That's
being a single blade instead of like a muskrat style. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I would have to alter it. I don't know. You're the designer, not me. Why am I looking at it? But anyway, there you go. Single blade lamb's foot senator. Interesting. Lots of suggestions.
Hey, I need a pit stop. 2 minutes.
Yep.
1 minute.
Yep. All right. Take it. I will pull that down right there. All right, guys. So while he's gone, we will be wrapping this up around probably 9:30, 9:45. I might go a little late because I started late, but we'll let Ben go here in just a little bit. Kind of recap everything. Oh, that's a great question, Keith. We'll ask that when he gets back. But great to see everybody. 102 folks in here. Make sure you're saying hello to everybody. If I've missed you, I apologize. Like Joe Kasparek, hello. Of course, Stacy, I said hello to you. Ed's here now. Fed Harrison, Ed's here. Lots of you guys in here, guys and girls, I should say. There's Lord Needham. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Awesome. Love having an opportunity to say hello to all of you. Backcountry Dave is here. Knife Nerd, I have both the Jack Wolf Primo Jack in the pocket today and the Little Bro Jack both in the Crystal Lake Blue Kieranite. Those two were in the pocket today. Sorry, it takes a moment because I got to make sure I close these or I will cut myself. And then the Concept Havorn, which is not going to focus. Come on. Hat. Cover the hat. There we go. Beautiful. Gorgeous looking knife. I love the shape. This is one of those that just speaks to me because of the shape. It is really cool. A non-linear knife that ends up linear. You know what I'm saying? It's totally bent, and then you got this straight point. And it's just like, to me, that is super cool. Ladies and gentlemen, Keith and I freak with the super chat. How about a super chat? Have a great week, everyone. Thank you, Keith. Hope you're having a good, fun evening. Yes, Bill Doyle. I have an Anzu. I've reviewed the Anzu. You can find that on my channel. As a matter of fact, it is sitting right here. We'll show this real quick, and then I see Ben there. This is the Anzu right here. Beautiful knife and a great value. I think he's got these around $250, and then you can use my code KnivesFast for 10% off. I mean, come on. So what are you, $225 now? This is great. It's a fantastic knife. It's got this green kind of, I think it's dark matter, but I'm not sure. Beautiful looking knife indeed. So yeah, really, really cool. No, we're not doing that right now, Anassa, but thank you. Anassa with the $2 super chat suggesting KC go back to doing live unboxings. Maybe there's Ben back. But yeah, there's your Delica salute, Mr. Anasso. Is that what that is, Ben? I saw you peeking. Is it green dark matter or is it? I don't know.
It's hard for me to tell. I think that's
Yeah.
a different color than green dark matter. That's more lime looking.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is, but it's pretty cool looking. Green's never been my favorite color.
Green's a tougher sell than blue and purple and red. So
I have not had a Jax. I need to get one of those. And what is Ben's favorite Jax?
Oh man. I don't know. I'm kind of partial to the square one. I think that was the first one I designed. And I like how it has a lot of inlay, but they're all pretty cool to me. I love those things. They're just freaking silly and awesome.
Yeah, very cool. Give you flashbacks to your childhood.
Absolutely, man. They're just I just love the symmetry of it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the way they look. They're just menacing but artistic and fun.
All right, let's see. Lord Needham, yeah, it definitely has some Sinkovich designs. All right, when you were gone, Keith asked, what is your favorite knife in your collection? See?
I don't know. Like, do collectors really have a favorite?
I do.
If I had a favorite, I don't think I'd have a collection. I would just have my favorite. But I don't know. I just don't think about that. I've always struggled with favorites and best. Those concepts don't work in my head because I can never settle on any one thing ever. Like I'm not a one knife guy. I'm not a one firearm guy. I'm not a one anything guy. Just not. I'm sorry for the non-answer, but it's just true. Ken, I'll see you soon, bud. Yeah, I'll see you soon.
Yeah,
Ken's my show buddy. We always end up in the lobby in the morning eating breakfast and chit-chatting.
I mean, depends on if you're asking me or Ben. Who just asked that? Where'd it go? Best fidget Jack Wolf. To me, James, it's absolutely the Bionic. But again, Ben may have a different answer. But the action to me on the Bionic is smoother than any of the rest of them. For me, they're all good, but this is my favorite. Ben, what about you?
Well, we've got to go slip joint and locking knife because they're two totally different fidget styles.
Correct.
Fidgety locking knife.
I can do that too.
I'm going with maybe the gunslinger, just because like it's super easy to activate both the middle finger flick and the top flipper. Although they're all like that, but I don't know. This Primo is really, really good too. It's really good. The top flipper on this one is extremely satisfying for some reason, and it's just voodoo magic when things come together a certain way. But I can get a tremendous amount of speed on this top flipper. Like it rips. It just absolutely rips. And then as far as the slip joint goes, I don't know. They're all pretty damn fidgety. Some are a little harder to pinch open than others, kind of necessitated by the historical pattern. But that big bro, the Venom, the mini cyborg, the big cyborg.
Do you hear this? I mean,
the canine.
Canine's great for fidget.
Yeah. There's a lot of really good fidgety. It's really, you say which ones are a little harder to fidget with. There's a short list of those. Like maybe the Vampire, the Benny's Clip. They're a little harder to pinch open just by the nature of their designs. But you can't go wrong. I mean, these things are designed for knife guys, for what makes us in all our weird ways get satisfied from these little mechanical wonders.
All right, I saw a question up here that I'm curious about because I think this is a nothing is the answer to this question. But Ben, is there something I'm missing here?
Well, I think he means the steel or the so it says S90V.
Oh, okay.
There.
I thought he
Jack
went
Wolf
underneath.
there.
I'm like, what? Okay, Jack Wolf and S90V. All right,
S90V. Yeah.
I was thinking he meant when he said the base of the blade. I was thinking he meant like underneath. It's like nothing.
And then I saw someone ask, I think Brian Lord Needham asked me who my 3 favorite custom slip joint makers are.
Oh,
that's a thought-provoking question for sure. So Enrique's included for sure. I would have to put in there probably Enrique, Ricardo Romano, and then for number 3, man, probably Ryuichi Kawamura in Japan. His stuff is freaking gorgeous. And I'm sure I'm leaving someone out here that I shouldn't be. But if I could just buy those 3 guys' knives and I just had their knives for the rest of my life, life would be fulfilled. No doubt about it.
Very cool. Yeah, the only custom slip joint I have is that Gene Wiseman. I think I showed it to you. I think I did.
Wiseman's knives, he is an underrated value, that man. Like his stuff for the money, I don't think you can get better for the money.
Yeah. $400 for this one. Very nice.
Exactly.
He does beautiful stuff.
And he's a super nice guy, which is, you know,
it's a pretty one.
I saw Enrique's
so nice in the process.
Yeah. Yeah, Enrique's been making slip joints again. He took a few year break from making those.
Very cool. I'm sure they can drive you crazy at one point or another.
It just gets collecting those gets expensive.
My favorite is the Jock Wolf Hawkbill. Oh wait.
Oh, maybe one of these days.
They're not going to let up, Ben. They're not going to let up.
Well, the squeaky wheel gets the grease, so I can appreciate the persistence.
I know. We'll show something Ben's going to hate. Hey, Ben, here's a Hawkbill for you.
Holy crap. That's a lot of metal.
Oh, heck yeah. I mean,
what the heck is that thing?
This is the concept. Forget the name of it all of a sudden. Wow. Leviathan.
A good name.
It's a freaking monster.
The blade reminds me of the Seattle Seahawks logo on the side of the helmet.
It does. That is absolutely true. That is crazy. Ben, what knife do you carry on a regular basis?
I took the pain of this decision out of my life because I just carry for basically a 30-day period what I'm dropping for that 30 days, and so I get a new knife every month, and every once in a while I open up the rolls and grab something from the past just to switch it up a little bit, but that's pretty much what I do now.
And don't forget he gets to do what I do, which is pick from the pick of the litter.
Yep.
Yeah, so he just gets to pick the best one and carry it.
Yeah, I mean, like this month I added the 4 main lines plus the 2 dealer exclusives plus my show special. I just added 7 premium knives to my collection this month.
That's hilarious.
Like that really scratches the itch, in all honesty. And I don't get instant gratification on these. Like these projects take months, if not years, to materialize. So it's very satisfying to actually get these production batches in and add them to my personal collection. And I've saved one of every single thing I've made. So that's gotten to be pretty hefty at this point.
So you do keep one of each variant?
One of each variant. Yep. One of each one. They're the ones I put out on the table at the shows and stuff. Like I don't keep them mint. I carry them. Guys bleed all over them at the shows, drop them, whatever else happens. But I keep the packaging and I keep one of each. Nice little legacy collection. Eventually I'll try to figure out what to do with it. Yes, I do keep one of all the dealer exclusive models. That is
that's cool.
How it goes down.
I wish I had gotten that last one. The I don't even want to pronounce it.
The Dicro Lamb?
Yeah,
those were insane.
I should have. Yeah, it's just gorgeous. So you gotta get some custom jeans and 20 pockets to be able to carry all the cool knives. Exactly. I want to see what kind of pants Bluminati Ninja carries, because when he puts his pocket check up, guy's got like 20 knives on him at a given time. So I'm like, what kind of pants are you wearing, dude? All right, Ben, we've kept you for a while here. How we want to wrap this up, sir? I don't want to keep you too long.
I don't know. What's on our agenda?
Nothing. I mean, we've covered everything. I think we should circle back here, and we should talk about the drop one more time through.
Let's do it. I'll show off. How about I show off these 5 versions one more time? Give me the full.
Let's do this. Whoops! And now I tried to put you full screen. I took you off. There we go.
All right. Doing great. Recenter my window here.
All right, okay. Ben's going to run through what we have dropping Friday at 2 p.m. for $350 at dealers.
All right. This is the Primo Jack. Primo means cousin in Espanol. He is the cousin to the big bro and the little bro. This is a Barlow locking knife. This version is black linen micarta with bronze hardware, backspacer, and pocket clip, hand satin blade. For all my micarta freaks, that one's for you. Next, we have for my classic knife lovers, rosewood. The grain and coloration varies greatly. Hand satin blade, polished titanium backspacer, polished titanium pocket clip, rosewood. Very, very nice.
Yeah, beautiful.
Polished to perfection. And then we have, as displayed by KC, blue kieranite. We call it Crystal Lake. This has a belt satin blade, polished screws, polished backspacer, polished pocket clip. Looks like the little bro version. And then for something a little more blingy, a little more opulent,
blingy,
maybe something for the barbecue, fat carbon dark matter gold with gold anodized hardware, pocket clip backspacer. Ooh, almost dropped it.
Uh-oh. Don't be me.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, that one's beautiful.
And then exclusively at Deadwood Knives, we have 2, not 1, but 2 variants in bone. This is smooth white bone, dark blasted screws, polished titanium backspacer, polished pocket clip, belt satin blade. Variation in the white bone too. You can see this has some character, some speckles. They're like that. They're kind of, you know, they exhibit the beauty of natural materials, which is organic variation. And then lastly, but certainly not least, yellow bone with dark blasted air thang.
Air thang.
Air thang.
All right. Now I did forget something, Ben. This is a shocker. We haven't showed the artwork. Duh.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I knew I forgot something. So
you got the cam?
Yeah, I do. So here is Primo Jack, and this is Sean, right?
Yep.
And there he is with his stash and his name tag. That is awesome.
And his motorcycle club patch.
His motorcycle, patch, which we have in the sticker.
Yep, it's the Jacobo Lobos Motorcycle Club.
That is hilarious.
We kind of like, we have a lot of, One thing I noticed is we have a lot of Hispanic collectors. Like Hispanic dudes love my stuff, and I'm so like humbled and appreciative of that. I cannot tell you. It's like a trend. It's definitely a trend. And I think it's awesome because they have awesome style. So, you know,
it would be really cool with that.
It inflates my ego just a little bit. I'm not going to lie. But I wanted to give a nod to my Hispanic collectors, you know? So we came up with this whole concept, and I kind of leaned into some stereotyping just a little bit, but it's all in fun. I know they'll appreciate it. You know, the mustache and the kind of machismo motorcycle club vibe he's got going on.
Muy caliente. Yep, exactly.
Yeah, it's too good. We've had tremendous support from a lot of awesome Mexican and Hispanic dudes, and I think it's amazing. So
Yep.
this one's for them.
And do not forget, and in the bag this time, so Ben doesn't have to fire anybody. You have the pocket clip filler. So I'm not sure exactly, Papa Chuck. You talking about the white and black bone? Is that what we're talking about? The Appaloosa bone? Is that what we're talking about? Ben, you know what he's talking about?
No, I'm not exactly sure. I think Appaloosa bone usually has kind of almost like a caramel dye color to it or something. But you'll have to elaborate for us, please.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Hispanic like me, Ben Belkin 2025. There you go. There you go, Blue.
Yeah. So he said, what is the inspiration for the art? We think we just discussed that, but ultimately we went with the name Primo because Primo means cousin, and that's the relation to the big bro and the little bro. And since Primo is Spanish, we kind of went with like a Mexican biker to be Jack's cousin, Jack's Mexican cousin. So he's just a badass Mexican dude
on your face. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. Watch out for him.
He's your primo, man. That's your cousin. That's your badass biker cousin.
That's the guy, man.
The one your mom doesn't like you hanging out with, but you love hanging out with because he's fun.
Yeah. Now I just got mine Saturday, but I'll be recording my review probably Wednesday, I would think, and it'll go up Thursday, excuse me. That Thursday morning. So, and don't forget, guys, of course, the dealer list is on his website. Pick the one you're interested in. I'm not going to tell you, but there are certain ones that if you pick them, there is a link in my bio that will help the channel. Again, no pressure. If you guys have learned one thing, I am terrible at the affiliate marketing stuff. There's all these guys out here that are constantly shoving it in your face. Use mine. Don't use mine. I don't care. Whatever you want to do. If you use it, it helps, and I appreciate it. But no pressure. Need a, what was that? Oh, hold on. It went off the screen where I was about to read it. It was a funny comment. I know I lost it. Something about flamingo guitar, a flamingo soundtrack, a glass of tequila while I'm boxing.
There you go.
I was like, wait,
sounds like a party. Invite all the cousins.
It does sound like a party. That is hilarious.
I saw a question. Am I ever going to release challenge coins? Well, I got some on the website right now. We've done 2 coins so far. We did a silver one that sold out. We did a gold one. There's still, I don't know, maybe 20 or 30 of them left. But I'm not going to order another run of coins till those sell through. So I price them really competitively compared to other people's coins because I'm not like a coin guy, but we do got them. We do have them, excuse me.
Whoops, I tried to click on merch and I didn't do so well. Oh, come on. All right. Somebody throw this computer through the floor, would you? Jacks here. We were talking about the Jacks earlier. There they are, guys. $70. All kinds of different versions.
Yeah, some are 50. If they have carbon fiber, they're more expensive because the material costs more and there's more work to do the inlays. And then there's mini Jacks, like the 5-pointed stars and mini. And those are a little cheaper because they're smaller.
And they're cool.
They are cool.
Those are really cool. I would hurt myself. I'd fall on that or something. We don't want
it won't puncture you. They're not sharp. They just bruise.
Coins. Here we go. So here's your coin he's talking about. If you can, are we still up on that? Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
So very cool. Shoot, these coins are basically free. $14. So there you go.
So with shipping, you're just under 20.
So there's your answer. There are challenge coins. And if you go look under merch, he's got clothing and leather and hanks, and jacks, patches, and microfiber cloths and mugs and posters and patches and yeah, you name it. So very, very cool. Unlike Tempest Knives, he's always got stuff up there for sale.
I gotta add
Um,
several pieces of art. I got lazy about putting those up. I just need to do it.
yeah, if you ever do the one Ashlyn did and when I can do a poster, I would
Oh,
definitely
just
throw it away.
remind me, Casey. It doesn't even take me that long. I just need to do it.
Do it, man. I would
No, don't remind
definitely
me now. I'm out of brain juice.
No, I
Remind me
will.
like
I will.
during the day.
I will remind you. I'm just saying. Let's do that. That sounds
If you
great.
if you poke me during like business hours, Monday through Friday, I'll just be like, okay, ta 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 ta. There you go, Casey. Now you
Okay.
can stop
I
bugging
will
me.
attempt to remember. Speaking of which, wait, Frank Moore did. How did I miss that? I put it up. There we go. $3 Canadian super sticker. Thank you, Frank. Appreciate it, my friend. Appreciate all you guys for doing that. Very, very cool. I guess I'm too old for Jacks. Jim, you're not too old for anything, man. Can you do an ash drawing on a Hank? Yeah, I mean, anything can be done, but
Hanks,
again, that's Ben's thing.
what I found with the Hanks is if you're not known as like a Hank guy, they're slow sellers. And you got to buy a lot of each design. So I'm all
You all
stocked
right
up
over
on
there?
Hanks for a while.
Yeah, Troy, I tried to have hats in stock and they sold out in like 5 hours, 4 hours. So we just had these hats up yesterday, Ben. And
That means you need to buy more hats, Casey.
I understand. The problem is, cash flow. I've got so much money tied up right now. It's not even funny. I bought the downdraft straight out, which is the knife I'm waiting on. And then I bought, so Kubi's allowing me to do something really cool, Ben. Kubi doesn't come to Blade Show. So I said, hey, can I buy some of my models that you've done, my designs, and sell them as a dealer at the show? And they're like, let me get back to you. And then they're like, yeah, sure. So I bought quite a bit of my Dust Devil fixed blade and quite a few of the Supercell that I will have
cool.
at the show for sale. So
That's a win-win.
First time a Kubi knife will ever be sold at Blade Show.
That's a win-win, man, because they're your design, so it makes sense. You're not just like some dealer selling random Kubi stuff.
No, I'm trying to get more of my designs out there for people to see, and if it's that way, then my hope is, knock on wood, Concept should have the Thunderhead out by Blade Show. They're saying they should have it by Blade Show, which I can't even find one. So these guys should be out by Blade Show, and so that should be available at the show at Concept's booth. We're not doing this version, by the way. I shouldn't show the one we're not even
doing. Stonewash look good.
This is the one we're doing. One of the 5 versions. Whoops. This guy, just like what people say about this guy, just like they say about the Fractus, it looks like a sports car. I mean, it's me. So yes, looks like a sports car or a plane or something.
That's your design language. That's what you want to hear.
That is exactly my design language. So, but Ben, I gave away the last one of these last week. This is mine, so this will not be given away. I'm keeping one.
Yeah, so slap that on something or I gotta check if I have more, Casey. I think I put them out in all the orders.
You're good, dude. I know
I'll dig around.
You don't need to. If you don't have them, it's all good. Went with the watermelon carbon. There you go. I want it with watermelon carbon. I don't think that's one of the versions. When I picked it, they gave me a list of the materials they had on that they could get easily. There is some fat carbon versions, I believe, but I don't think watermelon, but something close to watermelon, Justin. I'll just say that. And no, I'm not going to answer if you ask me what it is. Concept asked me for 5 versions, so we're doing 5 versions. So yeah, I am Ben Belkin this time around. Those should be May, June. So I hope and pray they have them at Blade Show. That is what they're telling me they plan to do. So we'll see. They should have the prototypes at Blade, Texas. But okay. All right, Ben. Well, I've kept you super long tonight. I totally appreciate it, guys. Don't forget, I know you guys all support Ben. if you can buy a knife, check it out on Friday, 2 p.m. All the dealers and Jack Wolf's website. And then don't forget, join the Facebook group if you're on Facebook, Jack Wolf Knives Worldwide. And just, here's the thing, guys. Ben makes some cool knives, but he's a great friend. He's a good dude, as you can see. He takes our crap because we throw a lot of crap at Ben on these live streams. And I think you would not get a lot of folks to come back on a stream over and over again when they get kind of grilled a little bit. So
you're like a unsnipped bunny, just throwing crap. I brought it all the way back.
I'm not coming back from that one, man. Thank you. Throwing crap till it sticks. There you go.
I appreciate you guys.
Goodness.
You have a great audience, Casey. Everybody's friendly and, a little ribbing here and there, but that's what we do. But ultimately
and
here,
as you know, and I've wanted to say this to you for like 2 months now, so I'm just going to say this. I've got the best mods on the internet, and if we did ever have somebody ripping you, they're not going to last long. So
yeah, I mean, obviously I got thick skin, but you got to maintain this is your house and you have people helping you out.
Yeah.
So you do a good job.
Happen here. Yep. Thank you. It's that kind of show. All right. So guys, thanks to Ben and appreciate you, my friend. Have a good one.
See y'all later. Have a good evening.
All right. Yes, sir. Time for a giveaway. Who wants a giveaway? Is anybody, or are you guys so bored now you don't want to give away? All right, bye. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to leave that there because I haven't recorded my video yet. So, all right. So let me get some stuff in order now. Tonight's giveaway, I don't know who was on the vertical the other day where I discovered, shoot, I ain't got no room to put that over there. Hold on. I got to clear a spot. Where I discovered that I had some knives that were donated by Gorilla that I just haven't given away. And so we're going to triple up tonight. So I usually do 2 knives and I throw some other stuff with it. There's actually 3 knives tonight in the giveaway package. So whoever wins is literally getting a full EDC. And I'm not joking. There's our bunny tonight. And I'm not going to do this every time, guys, but I definitely thought it'd be cool to do this tonight. And you'll see why when I show everything. All right, come on. All right, hold on. Let me start again. There we go. Somebody loves you. That's our bunny. And then you've got Butter Knives Fast, number 191, signed by our buddy Trev, who's come through 3 times but hasn't come on camera. What is wrong with him? And then Knives Fast and Tempest stickers. There is Oh Father. Okay, thank you to all these people. Listen up. Thank you to Tim B for the stickers. Bluminati and Twisted Sis. Thank you to Pins and Pin Blades and Oh Father and Big Red EDC and Lefty. Who am I forgetting? And of course, we also have the Bluminati patch here. We have one of those in there. We have a Killer Bunny sticker. We have a Robert Feely sticker. Thank you, Robert. That's the creepy one with my face on it. Lots of SMKW. There is a Saturday Knife Live Ranger Eye patch in here, thanks to Big Red. Appreciate that, my friend. Blade Binge. There is a Rosecraft and a C. Reisner cutlery. So really, really cool indeed. That's the first thing is your swag pack. Next, you have a Tim B tool along sailboat in the giveaway, which is a multi-tool. Todd Carr, member for 14 months. Thank you, sir. What happened to my Dolica? Uh-oh, I need to get that sticker out of there before I accidentally stick it in somebody's. That is my sticker. You cannot have my sticker. That is my last one of the Ashland sticker, and I'm not giving it away. Bunny and Trevor Butter Knives Fast, or it isn't worth it. There you go, Todd. Yeah, we got to keep Ashland reminded, and then she does them. As long as I remind her, she's like her dad. She forgets everything. So but I'm glad she does them. It's awesome. All right. Next is a Kelly White Knee knocker, as JB likes to call them. I think that's safer. So we'll call it that. Kelly, thank you so much. You got the gray mix here. Oh, goodness. Woodfish member for 6 months. Thank you, dude. Saw you today. Good seeing you. Busy life lately. Been watching here and there. Happy day off tomorrow. Woo! And you know what? It's probably just going to rain, but don't tell anybody that. I almost said your name. Don't do that. All right. And then, so then I'm throwing in, I bought some of these, some of the Olight O-Pen Mini with, I think this has the pencil and the pen, if I remember. Yeah, it does. Pencil and pen, O-Pen Mini. This is a crazy giveaway for not a celebratory giveaway. This is just crazy because there's still 3 knives. You've seen stuff. I do remember those. We need to buy some more of those, Tim. We need to buy some more of those and go back to those for a little while. You have. Now, here is your blue EDC package, and then we're going to do the giveaway in a hurry. So be ready. You ready for this? All right, here we go. This is, I'm giving this away. I thought about keeping it, but you guys need this. I really wanted to keep it, but we're going to give it away, and I'll probably I will give the red one away too. This is the Ocoee River, whatever it is. Shoot. The Ocoee River kayak. Jeez, my brain does not work. So that's going in there. Snowing right now. Uh-oh. No, it's the kayak, but it's close enough, Ed. So again, in blue, you have the Kubi hide is going in there tonight in the blue G10. It's Colin Mason Pierre design. So that's going in there. Tried to drop it. It was closed. Thank goodness. And last but not least, and these are getting hard to come by, and this was donated by Gorilla. We have in blue an original Orion Knives Solaris. So we're giving this guy away tonight. Very, very cool. Great button lock knife. Very, very nice indeed. Okay. So those are our 3 knives in the giveaway and all the other stuff. All right, here we go. Here's how this is going to work. I'm going to put a hashtag up on the screen. And you're going to type the hashtag exactly like you see it, one time and one time only. If you are trying to enter more than once from one account, I will see that and I will disqualify you from the giveaway. So please only enter from one account, one time. Okay, that's it. You do need a U.S. mailing address. I'm not shipping this stuff overseas. U.S. mailing address only. And you do need to be over 18 or with a parent's permission. All right, let's make this an easy one tonight. Here we go. All right, you have about 2 minutes to enter once this goes up on the screen. Okay, here it comes. 3, 2, 1, bam. All right, there is your hashtag for tonight. So please enter. Hashtag Primo, all caps. We have over 10 feet. Frank, feet. No, that sounds horrible, Frank. That sounds absolutely horrifying. Oh my gracious. I think I would just shrivel up in a corner and die. Look at all the lurkers in here. All the people who haven't commented, but now they're entering. I love you anyway. All right, tell you what, I am going to, while we're waiting our 2 minutes, I'm going to try to start shoving this stuff in a mailer, and I hope it fits. If it doesn't fit, then I'm going to have to find a box. I don't like that. That makes me grumpy when I have to do that. So hopefully it'll fit in the mailer. Uh-oh, we're already running into trouble. All right, hold on. I know what we'll do. I see everybody about 45 seconds, and then we will draw a wiener. And there we go. Got it to fit. All right, is all this going to fit? Maybe I shouldn't have done so much. Jeez. KC, what are you doing? Is this really going to fit, or do we have to find a box? I always use these bubble mailers. One more thing. Okay, it's all in there. Jeez, oh crud. This is amazing. All right, 30 seconds. What was I thinking? This is going to be like 80 pounds. I can't wait to ship this. Look, this is your winning package right here. Whoever wins. All right, let's see who it is. We will do this in 15 seconds. And so stand by for the drawing. We have 94 entries in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam! All right, let's see who's gonna win this ginormous pack. 1, 2, 3. Here it comes. Bam! Marco! All right. Very nice. Congratulations. Let's see if he's here. If he is here. What did he say if he are here? Are you here, Mr. Marco? Of course he is. By the way, has anybody heard from Freak Show today? I got to check on him. He's not been in here, so I hope he's all right. Where are you, Marco? I know you're here. I know you're here. Where is he? Yeah, rigged. You can't call rigged on yourself, dude. Oh, congrats, Marco. Marco, send me an email, knivesfast@gmail.com. Nice. I love seeing somebody who's always here and most of you folks that are in here are always here. Marco, there you go. Email knivesfast@gmail.com. You are the winner, my friend. Very, very awesome. That is wonderful and great indeed. Good to see it. Look at that. Todd's got the celebration going on. Nice. Very cool, Todd. Don't forget the like button. Thank you, Brian. Thanks, everybody. You guys are awesome. I love. Did you guys hear Ben at the end? Okay. That is not lost on me. I have the best moderators and the best audience. You guys are awesome. And yes, you're exactly right, Mike McLaughlin. Well-deserved win. Marco is always here supporting me. He's always commenting. He's always here, and I appreciate all you guys so much. You too, Stacy. Thanks for being here, and I'm glad we got to straighten that out and get you all set up again. Sorry about that. This is the first time here, and I've really David Helka. It's not your first time here. What are you talking about? David's here every week. David comments on all my videos. Oh my goodness. Yes, the pit crew is the best crew. All right, we're gonna finish this off by doing what we always do here, which is we're gonna run through all the Daleka salutes tonight. You guys ready? Thanks to Knives Are Life for the 5-month member chat. Thank you very much, Knives Are Life. Pareto, thank you for the 9-month member chat. Splitting Slices, 35 months. Thank you, Ron Dobbins, for the $2 super chat. Titanium Justin, 9 months. Nice. Fed Harrison, 16 months. And been supporting the channel a heck of a lot longer than that. Keith the Knife Freak, a long-time member, $2 super chat. There's a Nasso been here for quite some time as well. Nice. Thank you, $2. And Frank, $3 Canadian. Frank Moore in his, how many feet of snow, Frank? Oh, my gracious. Todd Carr with the 14-month super chat, also from north of the border. Oh, my goodness, it's going crazy. Hold on, we got some new ones coming in. Woodfish has been a member for 6 months. Thank you. Mike McLaughlin just coming in. Late Daleka salute. There you go, my friend. 19 months. So good. Focus, you stinky camera. It's just the glare that causes that. There we go. And then Jim Miller gifted 5 memberships to Kirby Smith, Thomas McDonald, Justin Time, Tree Stab and Troy, and Colleen Tex. If any of you have never been members before, shoot me an email, knivesfast@gmail.com, and I can send you some stickers. Thank you, Jim. Dang, dude. JR Miz, member for 23 months. KC is not a boomer. Oh, come on. JR says he's been a member. I'll read it. KC's a boomer. All right, fine. Jay Corskaden, hello. This is my first time here. I'll be back for show. 11 months of his first time here. You guys are the best. And Oh Father. Yes, sir. Oh Father. Not 1 year. 11 months. Almost 1 year. But yes, sir. Thank you so much, my friend. Truly, truly appreciate all you folks. And those of you, even if you don't do memberships or super chats or any of that stuff, I truly appreciate. Now, the money is great. It helps with all this crazy shipping. Man, sometimes it gets out of control, and you guys underwrite that, and it is incredible. But for those of you who don't do that because you can't, or you just have other priorities for your money, I get it, and I am very thankful for each and every one of you. Thanks, SBK. Appreciate it. Thanks, Colleen. You guys are awesome. Is an Xer, right? Exactly. Yep. Gen X rules. There you go. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that, Mike. Thanks, Frank. We are waiting storm 5 feet minimum on top, Frank. Frank, I don't want to come where you are. No offense or anything like that. I don't want to be there. Yeah, not good. Very cool, Anthony. Thank you, my friend. Hey, here's the thing, dude. If you can't laugh and have fun, why are we doing this? And you know what? This is another testament to my stream because of you guys being the best. Look at this. There are 75 people in here, and I finished the giveaway 5 minutes ago. Best audience around. You guys are incredible. Blue, thank you, my friend. Whoops. Wow. I almost just totally killed everything. All right, now we got it. Bluminati's. Oh, you didn't have to do that, my friend. Thank you. You guys are the best. $5 super chat from our buddy Blue. I am so thankful for all you guys. Now, guys, stay tuned. Still waiting on details on the downdraft, but they'll be coming. There you go, Angelo. Thank you. Thank you, Ed. You guys are absolutely the best. You're good, Alex. We got more streams coming up. Now, I want to remind you guys, if you missed it, I'm going to soften what I said. Last Friday, I said I will not be going live this Friday. I might go live this Friday. If I do, it might be a little earlier than usual, and it might only be 30 minutes, okay? So I'm thinking maybe 12:30 or 12, and just do 30 minutes, maybe even, I know some of you are going to throw rocks at me, but it might be just a vertical or something, just a quick, easy live stream in and out. So if we do, that's probably what it'll be. It was 82 when I left to go home here in Florida. Dang, Brian. Sheesh. Hey, Dan B, have a good one, man. There you go. Yeah, I will try to remind you guys for sure. All right. So thank you all for your support. Thank you for being here. Definitely make sure you hit that thumbs up. Comment once this post, please. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot. We're trying to grow. It's kind of slowed a lot down, but if you aren't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification bell to all. Appreciate you guys, all 77 of you that are still here, and all of you who were here before that. Thank you very much. And thanks, guys, for all you do. Kelly Weaver, have a good one. Tree Stab and Troy, every one of you guys, Appreciate you very, very. I'm too late to. Lazy to subscribe. Come on, Will B. Good to see you, my friend. And Lawrence Chin, all you guys, appreciate it. Justin, Ohio, you guys are all awesome. And Yenzer, I see, this is it. I start thanking people, and then I don't want to miss anybody. JB Underground, appreciate you. Oh, Father, thank you. JR, thank you. Tim B, Jim Miller, Keith the Knife Freak, Kirby Smith. Thank all of you guys for being here. Bluminati, of course. Fed Harrison. All right, that's it. But the rest of you, Kelly and Brian and Aries was here and everybody. Thank you so much, and thanks for watching the Knives and Uncle Cow, the Knives Fast channel. See you guys, and bye to you, CB, as well. All right. Oh, my goodness. And SBK.